Hey, I'm Sean from Similarweb. The world is shifting to mobile and fast. But when it comes to apps, most companies suffer from blind spots in their analyses. Does your company lack visibility of how apps are affecting your market? In this session, we're going to look at the growing usage of mobile apps and learn how the world's smartest brands are capitalizing on them. I'll explain why now is the time you need to include mobile apps in your analysis of the digital world and why we've partnered with the leading app data provider to keep you covered. So, about 10 years ago, a bunch of app-first businesses were founded. It started with services like Uber, who instantly revolutionized the taxi industry. Then Netflix, who totally changed film and television. And then, of course, fast food delivery services, who became mainstream pretty much overnight. These companies delivered convenience like never before, using apps to engage and stay connected to their customers, drive value, and maintain loyalty. They use smartphone features like location services, cameras, and notifications to simplify and streamline the purchase experience. If apps have taught us anything, it's just how fast consumers will adopt innovative new services and quickly make them a habit. The world of mobile apps has grown to complement desktop and mobile web as one of the primary channels for engagement and commerce. The bottom line, your company needs to keep a close eye on how mobile apps are shaping your market. But how do you include mobile apps in your analysis of the digital world? Let's take a look at the numbers. It's estimated that consumers spend a record 3.8 trillion hours on mobile devices in 2021, and usage is growing at around 10% year on year. And it's not all about web browsing either. 90% of mobile time is actually spent on non-browser apps, and people prefer to use apps to purchase goods and services. Research by Criteo suggests that mobile apps drive conversion rates too, with faster, more personalized experiences. So, given that soon half of all online sales will be driven from mobile devices, it's clear that mobile is reshaping the digital landscape. Apps are literally changing the game, and this route to market is about to become a critical battleground for brands. You know by now that Similarweb is committed to giving you a competitive edge. And we knew that growing app usage meant that we needed to bring you more data on apps and give you coverage that allows you to see the full picture. So we're partnering with data.ai, formerly App Annie, to bring best-in-class app data alongside the website data you know and trust from Similarweb. For the first time, you'll be able to track both how people spend time and money on websites and how they engage through mobile apps, all in one place and only from Similarweb. Similarweb App Intelligence, powered by data.ai, is now live and available to buy. Before we dive in, we need to know that data.ai's app coverage is pretty much unbeatable. It brings data from up to 60 countries across both iOS and Android. Imagine that alongside your desktop and mobile web data. You're going to need to know who the key players are winning in apps and how this is impacting your market as a whole. With this, you can figure out how impactful mobile-driven behavior is within your market and exactly what your app strategy should be. First, though, let's get to grips with the difference between web browsing and app usage. For example, one of the key metrics for apps is monthly active users. This is very similar to the monthly unique visitors metric for a website. And we're all pretty familiar with website engagement metrics such as number of visits, pages per visit, and visit duration as a measure of a site's performance. For apps, we have total sessions, sessions per month, and time spent per session. They're not identical, but they can definitely reveal similar insights. By looking at these types of metrics side by side, you can estimate audiences across websites and apps and see which players are offering the most engaging web or app offerings. Now I want to show you exactly how that works with an example from the travel booking market. Let's look at specific websites, understand their performance, and then compare them with other players in the market. The travel booking market is an interesting one as the industry recovers from turbulent times and tries to stage a recovery. There's an ongoing tussle between traditional online market leader TripAdvisor, challengers such as Booking.com, and market disruptor Airbnb, who lead more with their app offering. TripAdvisor has got plenty of credentials in the online world, and this chart shows their unique monthly website visitors and leadership position. But what about in the app space? Let's try benchmarking the key players in the US, firstly in the iOS ecosystem and then on Android. As we see, TripAdvisor may be the undisputed leader in the web space, But on Apple devices, it's their rivals that are winning on apps and attracting substantially bigger audiences. Looks like there's work to be done here, not only in terms of audience size, but also engagement in TripAdvisor's app overall. TripAdvisor is playing a game of catch-up, with Airbnb cementing their position as the leader, both in monthly active users and also in engagement metrics within the app. But what about Android, which is a separate app ecosystem? There are often demographic differences between Apple and Android devices, and geographically, the mix is significant too. But when we benchmark the same players in Android, we see a broadly similar story. Here, TripAdvisor is performing more strongly within the pack, but Airbnb is still way ahead on Android devices, and its engagement levels are still best in class. Now, let's bring those app insights alongside the website insights for those 5 main players in the US travel booking space. Using website insights from Similarweb and our new App Intelligence data, we can see that web audiences for these sites in the US is about 80 million. But the same 5 players have achieved an app install base of around 94 million devices in the US. Even if we assume some overlap between these numbers, the impact of mobile apps in this market is huge. This is why we believe that now is the time to bring website and app analysis together in one place, and why apps need to be front of mind for Similarweb customers. I hope you're as excited as we are about Similarweb App Intelligence powered by data.ai. It brings the strongest coverage across iOS and Android in up to 60 countries, and allows you to monitor the impact of mobile devices on your market right alongside your online analysis. With this partnership with data.ai, Similarweb is now the only provider to bring all of this into one place, so you can get total visibility into your digital landscape. As the world continues to become more mobile-driven, consider this only the very start of our journey into mobile apps. We'll always bring you the data from where the action is within the digital world, and we're already working on new features and enhancements which we're excited to tell you about soon. As I mentioned earlier, Similarweb App Intelligence powered by data.ai is now live. If you're already a Similarweb customer, let your account manager know you'd like to get started. If your journey with Similarweb is yet to begin, then reach out to our sales team to request a demo. We'll help you build the perfect solution for your business.